Okay, this is Dan Straton here at Health Unlimited Family Fitness and Aquatic Center in Mount Airy, Maryland again. I'm going to go over an exercise that I see done not as well as it could be done a lot, and it's probably something you're doing at home right now, and that is some version of a lunge. So we're going to look at a lunge and then something called a split squat. So a lot of times when people do lunges, they'll be in this position, especially if they're just doing a static lunge where they're not moving, they're just going up and down. So we go up and down like this, right? Now a lot of times they've been told two things, all right? They've been told, hey, don't let your knee go past your toes. That's pretty common. A lot of times you hear you're supposed to stay really upright as well. So they'll be here upright and they'll be trying to stay back. What happens is, one of the problems that happens is people push off the entirely wrong leg and don't get the full benefit of what they're trying to do here. So what we're trying to get is these hip and butt muscles really working as well as our thigh muscles on this leg. What happens a lot of times is people push off of this leg. So they'll be sitting back because they're trying not to go over their toes. They're trying to stay upright. And so they end up sitting back and they'll push off of this back leg, right? So you might have had a lot of times where you said, wow, I feel that in my calf, in my heel, in this leg, something like that, and you don't feel it here. And that's because you're sitting back on that left leg or that back leg too much. Your rear leg is just supposed to be there to help you with some balance. You shouldn't have a whole lot of weight on it at all. So all of your weight should be out over top of your front leg, okay? And you should have a forward lean to you just a little bit. The more erect you are, the less your butt muscles will become involved, and the more forward leaning you are, the more these butt muscles will become involved. All right, so I have people do two things to kind of get a better result from the lunges. They have them put their back foot up on something. So this might be a step or a chair or a bench, something like that. I'm going to use these stacked steps right here to put my back foot up on, okay? One of the things that does is it tends to shift all that weight out onto my front leg, so it's hard for me to be back on that back leg when I'm kind of pushed out here. The other thing I'll have people do, which I haven't done here, is I'll put something in front of their foot and have them try to just reach down and touch that, just to help keep that forward angle at their upper body. So they'll come down like this. So I have a slight forward lean, and if you'll notice, the angle at my back stays the same, right? I'm not bending and straightening my spine. I just have a slight forward angle, and then my hips go down, up, all the weight on this front foot. I go down, my knees still not going past my toes. I'm leaning forward, and a lot of times when I have people do it like this, they'll say, ooh, I feel that in my butt. And all right, that's what we're shooting for. So give that a try next time. If you think you're doing lunges, something like that, put your back foot up on something, lean forward just a little bit, see how that feels for you. Give that a try.